All right, so let's get your ClickFunnels set up with a custom domain. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come over to your account settings over here up at the top right. Click on account settings. And then we're going to come down to domains. Now, if you don't have any domains on here, obviously you won't see anything, but we're just going to walk you through it. So we're going to come up to add domain or add a new domain. And then here you can do it one of two ways. If you don't have a domain name already, you can choose a domain through ClickFunnels. I believe it's something like $20 a year, and it'll walk you through the setup that way. Or I'm going to show you if you have your own domain or if you've purchased it separately through something like Hover or GoDaddy or Namecheap or some other place that you've purchased a domain name from. So we're going to come over here to add your own domain. And then here is where we're going to put in the name that we're going to use. So the name that I'm going to associate with this account is technically a yogi, if I can spell here. This is just a domain name that I've purchased that I haven't really used for anything yet. So we're going to type that name in. We're going to click add domain. And then here it's going to tell you that we need to come into your domain name provider, and we're going to add a CNAME record that points at www, and then the value is going to be target.clickfunnels.com. So you can highlight this and copy it just so you make sure that everything's exactly what it needs to be. And if you don't know how to edit the DNS settings in your domain registrar, you can click on this link here and that'll show you for a lot of the popular ones. Now, my personal choice for domain name registrars is Hover. It's not on this list, but I'm going to show you how to do it with Hover, and it's pretty much the same for all of these. But this link here will show you the kind of the approved domain name registrars, and will show you kind of step by step how to walk through those. But like I said, it's basically the same. So we're going to come over here, and this is my Hover account. You can see I'm on the DNS settings here, and this is my technicallyayogi.com custom domain name. And again, this is going to work pretty much the same no matter what your domain registrar is. So we're going to click add a record. The type is going to be CNAME. The host name is where we're going to put in that www. The target name, we're going to paste in that target.clickfunnels.com. And you can leave it at the default here just for this tutorial demonstration. I'm going to set it up to 5 minutes and add a record. Now, sometimes it can take a while for these things to kind of propagate over the internet, but we're going to see if we can get it going a little faster here. Hopefully it'll work for us. I'm going to come back over to ClickFunnels because I have this set up now. See my CNAME, www. It's pointing at target.clickfunnels.com. So essentially what this means is anytime someone types in www.technicallyayogi.com, it's going to go to Hover, which is where my domain name is registered, and it's going to tell them, go to ClickFunnels, go to target.clickfunnels.com. So we're going to come back over to ClickFunnels. I'm going to say, I've done this step. All right, so this says that we've connected www.technicallyayogi.com, and it's ready to use. Down under here is where we're going to associate it with a funnel. Now I have a verification test funnel that I've set up, so that's what we're going to connect it to. For you, this would be the first page in your webinar registration funnel. And then we're going to click Associate Funnel. And once that goes, you can see that it is here. It is not been verified yet, but the domain name is here. So I'm going to come into, you can either click on Edit here, or you can click on the name itself. So first thing, we're going to try and verify it. If it has, if it's propagated through with your domain registrar, then it should work. If not, you might have to wait a little while and try, but I'm going to verify it here to see if it'll work for us. And it worked. Good. So the domain name is verified. Still a few more steps we have to do. We're going to come back into Technically a Yogi. We're going to click on that or come into edit. All right, and here's the very first, well, it says it's not verified here, but we'll try it again. Oh, it's currently being processed, so it'll take a little while to actually be verified. All right, so we're going to click on edit again. And while we're waiting on that, we're going to click expand under the default page. And here, it may automatically come to the ClickFunnels home page, and you don't want that. What you want to do is you want to come to whatever funnel you're associating this domain name with. So for this one, it's my verification test. Okay, click save. Then under the 404 page error, we're also going to make sure that it's whichever funnel you want it to be in. So this is if someone types in something other than www.technicallyayogi.com and / whatever's after that. If that's not a real page, it's going to take them back to the home page. Okay. And the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to turn on SSL. So it's going to be a secure site for people. We're going to need to wait until this is verified first. So once this is done being verified, then we'll be able to go in and associate it with an SSL certificate that will make it secure. Sorry, brain freeze a little bit. Okay, so now that we've come in here, you can see the domain no longer needs to be verified. SSL is being set up. You can see that it's set up SSL for your custom domain. They're still working on it. I'm going to click check now to see if it has secured. And congratulations, your domain is now ready. So if we come back to domains here, you can see that it is secured and it is verified and secured. So now, anytime someone types in www.technicallyayogi.com, they will be redirected to my funnel. So let's go to our funnel here, and you'll see, and we'll come into this first page here. So this is the registration page. There's a few things that we're going to need to change. Go to publishing. And the first step is this path here. Yours will probably say something, it'll be something really crazy here. It'll be a bunch of letters and numbers and everything like that. What we're going to do is you're going to delete that. And since this is our webinar registration page, I'm just going to name this webinar registration page. And I'm going to copy this so I have it in my clipboard. Then we're going to update funnel steps. A couple of other things that we have to do. So we just did that in the publishing. We have to do one more place. This is the edit page split testing settings. We're going to click on that. And whatever your name is here, you're going to delete that. And you're going to put in your name of that we just copied over the webinar registration page. Same thing for the path. Whatever that is, delete that. Paste in your webinar registration page. And again, you can name that whatever you want. That's just what I did because it's the first name in my funnel step. We're going to update the page. And there we go. So if we go and look at this page, it will redirect. And here we go. Technically Yogi webinar registration page. So much cleaner, and we have our domain name configured.